Morning, all, or I guess it could be afternoon, evening, depending on where you're at in this world. I'm going to talk about stuff without saying stuff. The new way of YouTubers. So, and this is why the IIHF is canceling the women's tournament for this year. They're pushing it back. It'll be in Halifax next year for the 2021 tournament. The men's tournament is next. The men's tournament is supposed to be, I believe, in Switzerland next month, and it's going to get canceled. And it's ongoing concerns over large crowds. And this is something that we're starting to see where if it involves large crowds, there's a Comic Con in Seattle was pushed off. I saw Kevin Smith on Twitter talking about an event in California he's at, and he said until it gets canceled. So we're in this stage now where all the major public groupings, any kind of a concert, anything you go to, any sporting event could potentially get canceled. And this isn't just in North America either. As I said, the IIHF men's is in Switzerland. Clefbaum's back tonight for the Oilers, so there's some good news in amongst everything else. I kind of feel like I'm not responsible for it, but at the same time, I didn't have him on the preview board, so I kind of made him come back by saying I'm not going to include Clefbaum because he's hurt, and now he's back. So, okay, sure. Related to the entire idea of, hey, you're a stranger, let's touch feet. Media access to NHL locker rooms is going to be closed. Apparently, this is a policy coming out of the NHL on Monday. And so this is, again, it's a health thing that my only aside with this is how long does this go on for? So that's where I think it gets interesting, because as things develop, how long does that go on for? And players have been told to limit contact with fans. So if you see an NHL player and they're not willing to come over and say hi or shake hands or high five, or that's what it is. This is going to be tough because hockey players are the most approachable. And so they've been told to limit contact with fans while all of this is developing. You know what? We need Seattle to name their team now. Today would be nice. A nice distraction from all the other stuff that's going on. We're in need of a team name. Something fun, something not overly violent sounding necessarily. Like, you know what I mean? Like we need a team name. We need Seattle to jump ahead. I see a lot of news about Seattle because, of course, this is it's International Women's Day tomorrow, so they're talking about Cami Granato a lot being one of the top scouts for the new Seattle team, which is great. So let's just have a team name, something we can have a nice debate about, something that's not related to all of the other stuff going on with us trying to limit interactions with crowds. I'm also going to throw in there as well, we are still planning the Brody Hintz tournament. I have not been able to do a video on it because we haven't confirmed the date yet. It's going to be in the same spot we had it last year. I'm planning on April 25th. Again, things can change between now and then. That's the plan. And then once we have all of that planned, the GoFundMe and everything will be set up. And we'll do that. This will be the third annual. And I've been doing some reaching out and trying to figure out who I can invite. And I mean, there's obviously the usual group of suspects you would expect to see at any kind of meetup. I don't plan on making any changes with that right now. Again, in relation to the other stuff going on here, I don't have any plans. I did a podcast yesterday and stated I wasn't changing travel plans, and that's still the case now. We're flying into Seattle to go to Vegas. We fly to Vegas to go to Seattle. There's no plan to change any of that. And we're still planning on traveling in the summer as well. So, you reach a point in your life where you say, I've stayed home a lot, and that's me. I worked for over 20 years where I never really got to go anywhere or do anything. So at this stage, you take precautions and you're careful and you're safe. But I'm not gonna change my plans at this stage. Could that change? Sure. I don't plan on changing anything right now, though. And hopefully things get better pretty quick here. But we may see things happen with the NHL in relation to ongoing situations in the real world that are outside of their control, and see them trying to rein it in at least a little bit. But I'll be here to report on it if/when that happens. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As you can see, I've got board started for review this afternoon on the 3 games that are currently being played and the 4th, which is on the board there, which hasn't started yet. So I'll be doing that later, and if any other news comes out between now and then, and I hope so. It would be nice to see some really, really happy news happen over the next little while. But again, we deal the hand we're dealt. And right now, this is kind of the hand that I was dealt this morning when I was searching everywhere. I'm like, come on, there's got to be something else. Oh, there's nothing else. All right, we'll go with this. I guess one piece of news we can throw out there as well is that Nashville seems to be going with Saros with some regularity. Rene, yeah, it looks like he's the backup now, which means that we're seeing articles on, is he finished? Why do we have to declare that whether or not he's finished? Some goaltenders, as they get older, they transition from starter to backup, and it's not a big deal. But with Pekka Rinne and his high profile, I guess that makes it a bigger deal. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. I was going to wear an Oilers jersey or something related to something else that was going on today, but I went with Dallas, which I'm wearing with the idea that I was going to wear it in the review. But the way Dallas isn't scoring goals these days, I don't think that Dallas wins the game. We'll see if they do or if they don't. But between now and then, thank you guys so much for all your support. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again very soon.